'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night.
We are live. Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. Turn this down. Welcome to Saturday Night Special.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever done a Saturday. I'm not sure, but we are here on a Saturday night. As you know, we had some issues. Change this music. With the last attempt because of all the crazy burning weather they're having in Brazil that's messing up a lot of things and all the thunderstorms and the flooding and all of that stuff. So we decided to try to get here tonight. And not just as the weather is good in Brazil, so we should be good to go. And welcome everybody. Renata, you want to do the honor?
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes. And tonight we're here to show you guys about the New Year in Copacabana, how it is. Also, the safety there and how it's working when they go there for enjoy the New Year, the security, and some ideas when you want to come and enjoy the New Year party in Copacabana, some options to you guys to see it. Also, the interview with some Brazilians, women and men, about what they think about foreigners. And
Foreigners? Say it. Foreigners?
Huh?
Foreigners?
I say foreigners.
No.
Foreigners? What?
Foreigners.
Foreigners. And also, what they supposed to be bring or thinking before they come to Brazil. A lot of questions. So let's see the answer.
Yes. Let me just jump into the space here. Ed Smith, what's up? He says, good evening. Boa noite. How are you? Hope everything is good. I know it's a little bit strange for us to be here on a Saturday night. Let's see if there's anybody here, or is everybody out? Is everybody partying? What's everybody doing right now?
Yeah, Saturday night, they want to drink party. They want to watch the games.
Is there a game tonight? I don't know. It's cold where I am right now, but yeah, we just didn't want to keep postponing. Every time, okay, we'll do it Monday, and then Monday it's raining or there's something going on. So
I lost the electricity power. So I'm sorry, guys. We're not able to do the live last Thursday.
Yes.
Because I don't have the electricity. My dado's signal, it's really low. I try to use other dados also in the house, but it's not work.
Look at this. Steve in the DMV says there's a football playoff. It's football playoff time, is it? So we didn't pick a good time, but
yeah, but everybody can come after, and see what comments about what Brazilians they think about it, about tourists. So they come after and check this video.
Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, let's.
Yes, in Rio, it's so hot. It's so warm. The humidity is like crazy. And last Friday, I'm able to go, I'm ready to go and make the record for the Carnival training parade. But I don't think it's going to be. I think, okay, I not go because it's a lot of rain. And then they not cancel. They still doing the Carnival training. When I was there, I ask and they say, yes, have the Carnival parade. And I say, wow, I think they cancel because the rain. So I not record. So I come this last Saturday, last night. I come there ready with the camera to record the Carnival parade to show you guys and the party. But it's canceled because we received the news and the TV and the internet, and the websites. It's come a really bad weather, thunderstorm, raining, lightnings, everything.
Mm.
So then when I was there, it's not parade, no nothing. But it's not rain.
Okay.
So it's still not rain, and that is very hot. Oh my God. I imagine in February how it's going to be.
Why? February is a hotter month usually?
Yeah, February it's even more hot than January month.
Well, it is what it is. Hey, do you do check the emails, right? I'm just looking at your emails, and you have a couple in here. You should be checking your emails because sometimes people send things in wanting tours and stuff, and if you don't open them, I hope you're open. I hope you look every once in a while. Stay in contact with your peoples.
Yeah, but usually I answer when it's in WhatsApp or Instagram. I
Well,
don't even check the Facebook. I don't look in the Facebook. I don't look in the email.
you could be missing business. People could be getting upset. This girl doesn't answer our messages. There's some people that only like to send. I'm just looking at an email. That's why I asked you, and it hasn't been opened. So check your emails. Hanata's going to be better at that, guys. Charlie Rue, what's up? Steve says that the game ended, by the way. Hello to all on this cold Saturday evening from Atlanta. Yes, it's cold here in Florida, so it must be cold there. You know what the temperature is right now, Hanata?
Sorry?
The temperature here right now where I am,
No.
it's
I don't see. I don't see. 9? Oh
yeah,
boy.
and it's going to go down to 3 tonight.
Wow.
So it's chilly, and I like I said, I don't turn the heat on over here, not in this room. So
Well, now here in Brazil, we cooking inside the
all
house.
right, man.
People's in the page of Marica, the reports of the news, they put in a page a lot of people's they going to the beach just to get fresh air. Also because some people's here they have a problem with the electricity company. They stay without power electricity like for 24 hours in home, and they escape, they go into the beach, they spend the night, pass the night, they put blanket, everything in the beach. Because in Marica I have a lot of beach, it's so fresh. So they go there.
Mm, okay. Who's Sama? Why does this person have a grievance with you?
What?
I don't know if it's a joke or what. In the messages, do you read it?
I read Charlie Room.
I want my money back. I don't know who Sama is, but I don't know if they're just trolling or what. Anyways, 18 in Baltimore right now. 18 Fahrenheit. When I said it's 9 here, I'm talking Celsius. So I switch that because whenever I'm talking to people in Brazil, they don't really understand the conversion. But here in Florida, it's 48 here in Florida, and it's 18, 22 in Atlanta, 18 in Maryland. Yeah, it's cold, man. It's cold. So, anyways, are we gonna get to this video? You ready?
Huh?
Oh, what's gonna be the next show? Give people Heads up. Next show.
Oh, next show have 2 more interviews. That's the next show about Brazil culture, what the Brazilians they think about it, some info that you guys want to know. So
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Let's get going. You ready?
yes, I'm ready.
We're gonna show you first there's 2 videos tonight. The first one is a little bit of what to kind of expect when you go down to Copacabana for New Year's. And let's get Renata's take on it. I saw the video. I mean, I edited the video, and I have a couple things to say, but yeah, it's just kind of in the beginning and it rolls up until the fireworks. So let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome to Brazil, Brazil with Renata Lopes. Tonight I'm going to show you guys the New Year in Copacabana. Yes, what to do, where to go, because here is some options. Like if you guys stay in a hotel, have a party in a hotel, in a top roof. Also, if you guys stay in the apartment, don't want to stay alone, want to enjoy the night time, the New Year time, leave for the apartment, just walk in, because here we have a concert, have a lot of music, big, huge concert. Also, the other option is to rental some kiosks. One place, it costs 900 reais. Depends which kiosk you stay, which place, then it costs about 900. It's a lot of people. They bring a drink, they come ready. Some people, they come to enjoy the beach in the daytime and they stay here overnight. Oh my God, I can't believe. I see a lot of people in the beach early today. They just bring their things to get ready to stay overnight. So now I'm going to show you guys how it's working. Renata, it's safe. How is there now at the moment? I see it's a lot of policemen, and I'm going to show you guys how it's the entry. So they look the bags, the purse, the safety is really good. Let me show you guys a little bit. Come with me. They bring the drink, they bring umbrella, they plan to stay here over to the next day. Look, it's a lot of police office.
Okay, let me pause it for a second because I need to kind of explain. So the beach is behind Renata, and she's just looking at the streets going away from the beach. So I guess they block all the streets coming down to the beach, and
Yes.
they have police checkpoints there, and they check everybody's things coming in. So I don't know how many blocks is it? 15 blocks up to Lemmy, and they just block off all the streets. So you can't come onto the beach unless you come down from these streets, and there's police there checking your stuff.
Yeah, that's why, it's if people they asking, Renata, some things happen in the New Year. People they go there and steal people's, they stole things in the beach, or people go there for enjoy the New Year's. Yes, I have some videos I have seen in the news. They go, but they doing more with ladies. When you are in the beach, close to the water, you record the moment, the firework. Some guys, they come in a group, let's say 6 group with guys. They don't have knife. They don't have a gun. They just come and try to steal people's but women's, it's more easy because women's don't want to fight with the man's hand by hands. But another guy, of course.
So they just grab it and run.
Yeah, they just say pass your phone and they take and they go. But they don't have nothing. They pretend they have, but they don't have nothing. So
that's kind of crazy. I mean, you would think down on the beach when there's all these people there and all these police, nobody's gonna say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Nobody's gonna stop them. No, nothing.
Well, when the people go there, when the policemen, they don't know where
Mm,
they come from or what their plan is. They think that everybody come out just to enjoy the concert. It's a lot of popular, famous people sing there. So it's come people from all over part in Rio. So they not expected people stay there and still, things. So that's what I say. I have some videos, it's in the news. Of course, the police office, they doing their business, they work and they grab some. Yeah, but the beach, the place, it's huge.
mm. Well, I guess you still got to be careful. You go down, be careful. And I said this before too. I've never had any issues. I think like with these guys, a lot of them it's younger kids, and they're looking for an easy mark. They're looking for, like Kanata said, it's usually women. Somebody that they feel that they can just grab something and they're not going to do anything. So, but still watch your back, watch your stuff.
Yeah, I don't know in the United States. I don't think United States it's the same. But in Brazil, when you're less
Yeah,
than 18
same
years
here.
old, you're not going to jail.
They don't have juvenile jail. So what do
No.
they do? When you're 18, what do they do? Say, "Oh, how old are you? Okay, you can go." Come on, they have to do something.
They put you in a list, you're doing something, but they don't put
Like
you in the
Santa
jail.
Claus,
It's
they
not
put you, they
allowed.
put
What?
they put you on a list like Santa Claus. They put you on a naughty list. Come on, man.
Yeah, because what happens for you, because most these guys, they doing things, let's say most these people, they doing things before they are 18, because they know before they 18, the police, the only thing they can do is report the parents.
Well, anyways, I don't know. I don't know about all Brazilian laws, so I'm not gonna get into it. Shoni Price says, "What's up, y'all? Hope things are better for you, Hinata, and all the folks down there in Brazil." Um, he says that you look like a character from the Bible. Okay. And Charles, what's up, buddy? He says, "Sup, everyone. Gotta do a like and run. Might be in and out of the live. The UFC pay per view is on right now. Oh, okay, UFC too. A lot of things going on tonight, Anata. Okay, let's continue with the video.
Peoples, here that's the entry. They look, they make inspection, they look the bag, they look the cooler. They want to make sure everything is safe, is good. Here also in this side. Here people, they bring towel, they bring umbrellas to stay to the next day, to the beach.
En el pueblo todo el mundo encanta, lo comen siempre sin problema.
The kids, they need to get some safety number, and there is telephone number.
That's interesting. So all the kids, if they're underage, like if they're children, they have to be registered by the police to get down to the beach.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool. And you said that they bring people bringing. Well, I saw people bringing tents, so people actually sleep on the beach.
Till next day, all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
It's people's, they bring the full table, chairs, the light for decoration and everything. They bring the whole family, parents there to enjoy the new year.
wow. Um, Ed Smith says, I witnessed some group of guys last New Year's grabbing people's hats, phones, and the water at the water's edge. Hats? And when their back is turned while watching the fireworks. Oh, okay. So grabbing stuff off the ground and yeah, Yeah, that happens on the beach too in a day. If you have your things on the beach, you don't put it behind you or beside you where you're not even looking because somebody can just take it.
He's
Gotta be
mean the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Brazil the hat is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Brazil they sell many replica. Replica it's mean fake hats.
Replicas, yes.
Yeah, let's say in United States it's original and much more cheap than Brazil.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Um all right, let's continue. My bad.
Get some safety number, and it is telephone number because it's going to be a lot of people tonight. Soon, this area of Copacabana is going to be very, very small. And I go into my place because I'm going to stay in a kiosk. It's called Mar de Copa. That's one kiosk that's between post 3 and post 4. It's close to the Marriott Hotel. I don't know if you guys see. That's the Marriott in the back of me. And I'm going to stay in that kiosk. Again, Mar de Copa. It's really nice. The entry, it starts 9 p.m. and go all night long. You pay 900 reais. The drinks, the food, you can eat maximum what you can. It's a lot of food, a lot of drinks. Really nice, really nice.
And then
People wait outside to be 9 o'clock.
Yes.
if you up the 16 years old, 60, if you up the 60 years old, the kiosks usually you pay half price for the new year.
The people coming down to the beach, they have to pay money to get into the beach, to get onto the
No, no, not to go to the beach. The beach is open. Only the kiosks they make privacy party.
Oh, okay.
They close all the kiosks, and then you need to search and see. They put you in a group. You can come to them and say, "Oh, I want to pass my New Year here. You have some event." Most they have. So
Okay. Ronald P with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
very
He says,
much.
he says, Oi, it's been a while, but I'm here. Long live Brazil. All right, let's continue.
Nice.
Go inside.
Semi-automatic. Shoot my shot in verse until I had it. Pajama, she was cinematic. Speak to me in tongues like a fanatic. Yeah, she a fan of le gusta bien caro. En un Ferrari bien caro. Con mucho clase caro. Con un estilo bien caro. Me gusta bien caro. En lencería bien caro.
Okay, guys, it seems like it's a line here. So this place is very, very chic, very top, really nice place. That the people, everybody who's going to participate, everybody dressed white. Brazil,
Dennis.
typical Brazil tradition of Brazil.
Dennis, you see, here in Brazil, everybody dress white because the symbol is peaceful. Like peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's the color for the peace. So, and like when I remember when I passed the New Year in the United States, we going to the cruise, and then other Brazilian girl, also me and her, we dress with white in the United States, and we going to take this cruise, the boat, to the New Year. When we stand in a line, oh my God. It's only us with white. In the United States, people they dress in black because it's more social. Something like that.
I don't. Well, I don't know what kind of party it is. People dress in whatever color. I don't, unless it's a black
Yeah, but
party or
most the peoples in the United States they put in black. They dress in black,
I don't know.
and we feel a little bit outside because everybody it's in black, and we the only one there in the boat with completely white.
Yeah, I think in general people dress in darker colors here, but I mean, if you wear white, you stand out. So God bless you. It's like a suit. Most suits are dark colors. Most suits. So, but when you see a suit like somebody wearing a white suit or a light colored suit, it stands out more. I think it's the same for women in dresses, and so. Anyways, that's good.
Yeah,
You should
but
feel
in
special.
Brazil, most of the people they dress in white because they want to bring peace for the next year.
Okay, that sounds like a good tradition. Let's continue.
Oh, look, New Year. Oh boy.
Wow.
New Year, what is that? Oh, I see the
Bunda.
people's face. Look at her.
Semi-automatic, shoot my shot in burst until I had it. Pajama, she was cinematic. Speak to me in tongues like a fanatic. Yeah, she a fan of me. Gusta bien caro. En un Ferrari bien
More and more peoples, they come to the beach.
con un estilo bien caro.
Soon, I'm sure it's not get space anymore. There it's something where people they come, they stay overnight. Unbelievable. I don't know if you guys see, but all the way there, that's where's the concert. It's come some popular singers, make everybody dance, happy, enjoy the party. Oh, I can't wait to see the fireworks.
Hold on. Let me just put up this. Charlie's asking, do they still put money in their shoes in Brazil on New Year's? That's a thing? Renata,
Huh?
do they still put money in their shoes in Brazil on New Year's? On New Year's?
Yeah, maybe the guys. The women's usually they put in a bra inside the pants,
Okay.
or yeah.
Okay.
But it's not like that dangerous. Few for a lot of people, only few have bad experience.
Well, dangerous. How much money are they putting in their shoes? Is it a lot of money or something? Why do you say dangerous? People stealing shoes? Is there that much money? Okay, let's keep going here. Dane says it's a common practice in the U.S. in the wintertime to dress in dark colors. That's why New Year's Eve people dress in black. Yeah, that makes sense too. And it is winter here, New Year's Eve, and it's summer there, New Year's Eve. So that could be a big difference. People in here in the summer wear lighter clothes and brighter clothes. In the winter, it's cold. Charlie Root says its purpose is to be a tradition for good luck. It's supposed to be a tradition for good luck. Yes. Okay, let's continue.
Essa maravilha de cenário é um episódio dedicado de um artista no sonho genial. Ele escolheu para esse carnaval que no astral, como passarela, será aquela do Brasil em forma de aquarela, passeando pela serrania do Amazonas, conhecia nossas irmãs.
lot of music, a lot of people here, a lot of food, a lot of drink, and very, very good vibe. It's really nice. Woo! I can't wait to see the big moment, the fireworks.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light.
That's a big fireworks display. The whole entire beach.
Meu Deus! Feliz Ano Novo! Like, subscribe, leave comments, and follow me on Instagram.
So Renata did tell me there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened after the fireworks went. Because people were getting drunk and partying hard. But tell them what happened, Renata.
Yes, I now bring the extra battery for the camera, and the camera it's lost the battery after the. I doing video, for some drinks or food and some people's, but after drink, after midnight, oh my God, I wish I have the battery. I asking some people's if they possible charge for me, but they say no because the responsibility with the camera, even if I'm stay there and watching, they say no, don't do it. And I think, okay, I don't want to bother nobody, so if they don't charge, it's okay.
Yeah.
So
But for next time though, because
but after midnight, oh my God, that's when the party starts in the
yeah,
class.
don't tell us.
People, they drink, they dance, and it's come a really, really nice songs. They play musics for the carnival. The women, they get crazy, dance and try to samba. It's really nice. And that kiosk, it's more like Italian and Argentinians. So Mexicans.
Well, like I said, it doesn't matter because we can't see it. What's your review? What do you told me that it's not the same like it used to be New Year's down in Copa.
Yes.
What's changed?
What I see different, because the last time I been in New Year in Copacabana, it's a long time ago. It's in 2002. Imagine. So, yes, You know, in 2002, it's completely different. It's much more people's and whole the beach. When I see these fireworks, it's like 10 boats. Usually, it's much more. And
Oh,
also the time for the fireworks, you know.
it's longer.
And yeah, a long time ago, it's much more people's, and it's like it's really short to go all the way to the Leme and all the way to the end to Copacabana. It's like they just short a little bit more the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not the whole beach, same
Okay.
as before. Yeah, and I can see it's less people's there compared to before, long time
So
ago.
when people stay there, you said there's people. Well, we could see there's people that camp out there. They bring their tents. They stay out there the whole night. What? Why? What happens? Okay, so right now it's midnight. The fireworks go out. What's happening at 2, 3? Like, what are people doing? They're standing on the beach. Is there something happening? Is there music
Yeah, the
playing?
concert, the music, it's a lot of popular peoples. Sometimes in the new year, it's come a lot of Americans popular peoples.
Okay.
You know, before it's coming Madonna, and then U2, and then Beyonce, and then you know, especially when it's like this big event in the new year, then it's even much more peoples. Now it's like most it's Brazilians popular people sing, but yes, it's a lot of people's there. People stay there, they bring their things, they enjoy the night. It's nice, I
And then
see.
and then they're there and they wake up in the morning and what happens the next day?
They stay there and enjoy the beach.
Okay. What's building
Drink.
journey? What's up?
A
You said
lot of
going
people
oyster.
sleeping. A lot of people sleep in the beach the next day in the daytime in the sun. I can see they have the umbrella and like let's say 10 chairs with all the family. Just everybody like pass out in a chair,
Okay.
dressed with white.
It
Oh
says, yeah,
boy.
Brazilians party on the beach on New Year's until the sun comes up. They truly know how to party. Yes. Okay. Interesting. All right. Does anybody have any questions about this before we move on to the next video? Um, any questions about New Year's? You kind of get the drift now. If you're gonna go down there, be careful. There's a lot of police presence, a lot of things going on, but just like walking around in the middle of the day, you just gotta be careful and watch your stuff. Don't bring things that you don't need. And the good thing is if you're a tourist and you're down there, you're probably staying within a block or 2 or 3 or 4 of the beach anyways. So you can always come back and forth or dip in and out and do that kind of stuff.
Yes.
What about the bathrooms? The bathrooms are open like during the day?
Oh yes, that's one
Good.
thing that
Good
you
question,
guys.
right?
They put some public bathroom, you know, this cabin, blue cabins.
The porta potties we call them.
Yeah, in the middle of the street, you know, when they separate the two street,
Yes.
they put some this chemic bathrooms.
Yes.
But uh, the kiosks, you know, it's not open. Seems usually for people to go in. The kiosk is it's bathroom. It's only to able to use who is there in the kiosks. So if you
But
guys there and you guys need, you know, be in a situation when you guys need to go into the toilet, not going to the kiosk place because that's only open for who is
paying.
outside the kiosk.
So I didn't even know that the kiosks those bathrooms belong to the kiosk. I thought they were just public bathrooms because you can go down there and pay to use the bathrooms. They don't do that for everybody.
Well, the kiosk's bathroom, you know, it stay under in the ground.
Underground,
The
yes.
kiosk usually you have to pay. like 3 reais and 70.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are in a kiosk, drink, eat, and you say, I possibly use the bathroom, then they give you ticket, a paper for you use for free. Then
Oh,
you don't have to pay for.
I didn't know that. Okay. But New Year's, you can only go down there if you are in the kiosk.
Yeah,
Good
but
to
it's
know.
not
But
all
there's
the
porta potties on the street, though.
yeah, but it's not all the kiosks they have a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You guys also, that's one point you guys need to make sure, if this kiosk where you're going to drink, they have the bathroom next to the kiosk. You understand? Because sometimes you drink and eat in one kiosk, and then you need to walk in a little bit in front to go into the next one.
That's good to know. Tone Tanimal says, hope all is well. Vignesh asked that you Happy New Year's dance supper. Very interesting. Yes. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Let's move on to the next video. Some interviews with Brazilians. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, hold on. Here's one. Wealth building journey. Os Corvos Voice do Baltimore Estão hospedando o jogo do campeonato de AFC no próximo domingo. Está pensando em ir. Okay.
Huh?
Nothing to say? Okay.
No, I understand.
You don't understand? You need to practice your Portuguese, Sonata. What's up?
Oh, I don't read. I try to understand what you say.
You trying to say something bad about my Portuguese?
No, I try to understand what you say.
Here, go ahead. You look at it and translate it.
I don't know. I don't know about this info.
Okay. The Baltimore Ravens are going to the AFC Championship next week. Okay. Thank you. I don't really watch football, so
Yeah, I don't know about this info.
all right. Cool. Baby play kiss only. Bro, one more. Renata Lopez baby play kiss only. Vignesh, you got to practice your English, man. Because I don't know what you're trying to say. All right. Next video. Here we go. You ready, Renata?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hey guys, welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes, and today I'm going to give you guys more info about Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And today I'm going to do in the interview asking people what's the best way for them to speak Portuguese, and many other questions. So stay with me already, give many likes in that video, see all the questions that I have, all the answers they're going to give. Come with me. And now I'm here in the downtown of Marica. It's very hot. A lot of people, they are out, you know, they bring the kids for play, all the family, everybody out in the bars.
Danny, just a minute. I see one comment. What does that mean? Bro, only more Renata?
That's what I was reading, Renata. It said that he has to practice his English because I didn't understand.
What? No,
didn't
it's
you hear me
Renata
saying?
Lopes baby play kiss.
Didn't
only.
you hear me saying before he needs to practice his English because I don't understand what he's saying? I don't understand what he said.
Mm,
I don't understand. You don't understand. I don't understand.
I understand what's going on here.
You understand?
I understand for the first text in the top, when it's talk about me need to pay back the 1,000, and
No,
now
this is something different. This is
no,
not
and
the
now
same
you see
person.
this message. It's the same. It's the same person use different accounts. I'm 100% sure. I know.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not. I don't know what he's saying now. So
Okay, let's keep
stop
going.
trolling, people. Stop trolling. Here we go.
Yeah, but I know who is it. It's the
Okay.
same guy as before, Victor. I'm
Is
sure.
it
I'm 100%
Vignesh?
sure.
Are you Victor?
Yeah,
We had to boot you out
he's
a
pray
long
around
time ago.
again.
Oh, it is. Come on, Vignesh. Stop trolling, man. All right, let's continue. Where were we? Here we go.
There's a lot of people in the bar. Today it's Tuesday night, and look, it's very hot, very, very hot, very warm. Oh boy. Hey guys, now I'm here with
Lua,
Lua, and how old are you?
29.
What do you like about tourists? O que você gosta num turista?
Eu gosto deles aqui no Brasil, que faz bem para a nossa economia e que isso também faz que a nossa cultura dissemine em outros países, né? Fique conhecida em outros lugares.
She says she like because the hours economy it's get better, and also because she says she's like when everybody get know about our culture and bring out from Brazil. What don't you like about tourists?
Eu não gosto que às vezes eles vêm achando que nós teríamos que nos adaptar a eles no nosso próprio país. Eles não vêm, às vezes, sabendo o mínimo e o básico para se comunicar, como se fosse nossa obrigação todo mundo saber o inglês.
Some tourists they come to Brazil and they don't even try to speak Portuguese. She says she think I come to Brazil, they must have to speak English. Like it's our obligation to find one way to communication with them. What do you think when they try to speak Portuguese?
Eu acho que é o mínimo, né? Porque se eu estou num país onde eles falam uma língua que não é minha nativa e eu estou como turista, eu tenho que saber o mínimo para me comunicar, fazer esse esforço. É igual quando nós vamos...
Mas você acha o quê? Quando eles tentam se comunicar em português?
Eu acho que é bom, é o mínimo a se fazer. Se eu estou num lugar, eu preciso saber o que fazer.
She say that's the minimum you guys supposed to be do. Try to communicate in Portuguese. What do you recommend tourists do it before they come to Brazil?
Que estude bastante a área onde você está vindo, se tem algum perigo para você. Porque, tipo, como todo mundo tem lugares que são perigosos, mas aqui às vezes tem os lugares que são piores, então é bom você saber onde você está se metendo. E saber o básico para comunicação, né?
She say two things. That's good for you guys to know first before you come to Brazil, the area where you guys going to stay, and also practice a little bit the language. Do you recommend foreigners live outside of tourist area?
Recomendo porque eu acho o nosso país um país incrível, só que dependendo da área, como eu disse, porque pode ser bastante perigoso para uma pessoa que vem de fora e as pessoas podem maldar isso. Ele tem que conhecer bastante, saber onde ele está se metendo, e estudar a mesma área antes de vir, porque pode ser perigoso e para o próprio bem.
Yeah, she says she's recommend, but of course you guys need to know exactly which area you want to live, because some places they are dangerous. Do you think Brazil is easy place for foreigners to adapt?
Acho sim, eu acho que a gente é bem receptivo e a gente consegue passar essa recepção feliz, esse calor para eles. E é um lugar bem gostoso de se viver, eu gosto bastante daqui.
She say yes, it is Brazil. It is one place very easy to adapt because we are very receptive peoples. We are very kind, good vibe, everything. Yes. Tell me 3 places you recommend foreigners to live.
Rio de Janeiro, Salvador e São Paulo, dependendo do lugar.
She say Rio de Janeiro, Salvador, Bahia, and São Paulo, depends which area in São Paulo. What's the best way for them to learn Portuguese?
Eu acho que é assistindo coisas e tipo filmes, novela, porque eu acho novela algo muito bom. Como sempre a gente pergunta pra eles o que é bom eles recomendarem pra gente aprender o inglês. Eles sempre recomendam as séries ou traduções de músicas, que são coisas básicas, aí ajuda também nas gírias. Eu acho que aqui é a mesma coisa. Seriam os filmes, novelas, músicas.
Yes. She say you guys must see the movie, soap opera, and also listen some music. It's help. Ok, muito obrigada. Thank you guys.
Okay, so you're hearing this from the regular people. These are people that don't live in the tourist areas. These interviews were done in Maricá, so this is about an hour and a half outside of the tourist area, and what they think about foreigners in Brazil. So this is good information for the guys that, like me, I want to go to Brazil, but I don't necessarily want to hang out in the tourist area and where all the craziness is going on. What those people like and what they don't like, and you're hearing it. Like, one of the important things is being able to communicate a little bit, because most people there don't speak English, and don't go with the attitude of they're supposed to know how to speak English, because that's not cool. I have a cousin that every time we talk about going to Brazil, I'm like, yeah, you got to learn a little bit of Portuguese. No, man, they got to learn how to speak English. It's like, you're going to their country, man. You can't have that kind of attitude. So yeah, it's important to it'll I mean, you can get away with it, and you can have your translator on your phone and be doing all of that, but it goes a lot further when you put in the effort, when you just try and they see that you try to learn a little bit of the language, learn a little bit of the culture. It really goes a long way. So, Renata?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, let's continue.
Hey guys, now I'm here with, qual é o seu nome?
Lincoln, DF.
Lincoln DF. And how old are you? Quantos anos?
23.
What do you like about tourists?
Falar pra tu, eu gosto muito da cultura que tem lá. Tipo, por mais que eu sou rapper, então eu gosto da cultura que vem pra cá, eles trazem muito disso. Da cultura deles, do rapper que tem lá.
He says he's a happy. He's like when the tourists, they bring their culture to Brazil. What don't you like about tourists?
Do medo, mas também não é só dos turistas também, dos burgueses também. Mas, tipo, eles vêm pra cá e ficam com muito medo. E eu também não tenho nada o que dizer com isso.
No caso, você não gosta que eles têm medo de vir pra cá?
Isso, não, porque às vezes eu tô de coração puro, vou cumprimentar o cara, tipo, por querer saber mais da cultura, como eu falei. Aí o cara tá com medo, tá coisando assim, mas é também coisa minha. Eu também não vou julgar o cara. Porque quando eu cheguei...
Vamos supor, você mora numa favela, aí quando um turista...
Yeah.
Yes, what he's trying to say that's sometimes he's come to talk with the tourists. You know, the tourists come pass close to him and they talk, try to communicate because they want to know about a little bit about the culture outside. That's what he say. He say he's like because he's pay happy. You know, rap, not happy, rap.
Hip hop.
Yeah, it's more or less like
he's a rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper. And
Yeah.
then this culture he say he's like to see when it's come out from Brazil. He see a lot how they doing there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he say when he's tried to get know more about it, try to talk with one tourist. When they come close to him, they are afraid him, just because he's just try to communicate.
Well, okay. So something that people should know is he's from the favela,
Yes.
Marica favela, right?
No, he's not from Marica. He's here for work, but he's for the place in Rio, Belfor Roxo.
Okay, so he's from the favela, and so so he says that people are a little bit scared of him.
Yeah, the tourist, when he's going to talk, the tourists get to know about the culture and everything. The tourists get afraid of him.
Oh, he approaches them.
He's in here in Marica because it's come one park to here to Marica, some event, and he's working this event. So, and he say he's from the favela, from Belfor Roxo, of the side. It's one side, one place in Rio. And he say when he's come to the tourists to try to talk with them, get to know about the culture, what he's not like. That's the point. That when they are afraid him, he's feel bad. That.
Well, what is it? Because they can't tell. You can't look at him and think he's from the favela. He just looks like a normal guy. So is it just the fact that he's going up to them? Maybe they're like, oh, why is this guy talking to me? See, this is what Americans feel like when we're here in America. If I'm walking down the street and somebody approaches me, I'm on alert. Like, okay, yes, can I help you? What do you want? Like, this is how we are.
Yeah, but some Americans, I talk after to him. Some Americans, they are more relaxed.
Yeah.
They don't get panic, or they just stay calm to, then they see nothing happens.
That's probably the people that are more used to it. But I could see it because I'm a little bit paranoid. I want to know what me going to Brazil, I become more relaxed. I remember the first time I went there, I was on alert because this is what I'm used to in America. But when you get to Brazil, guys, you see how things are. You spend a little bit of time there, and everything kind of calms down, and you feel more at ease, and you don't feel like you have to look over your shoulder so much. It's different. But I could see it. I could see it. Somebody comes up to you in a strange country. Well, it's not a strange country, but a stranger in another country comes up to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And he doesn't speak English.
Chega, eles já chegam já com medo. É isso.
Então, não tenham medo, fala com nós. Somos cria.
Okay, let me explain. He's from favela, and what he's not like about the tourists is some tourists, when they see the guys, they are close to the favela, in the favela, they feel afraid about them, and he say, you guys not supposed to be afraid. That's what they don't like when the tourists see them and get afraid. What do you think when they try to speak Portuguese?
Na maioria das vezes eu acho engraçado mesmo, mas eu acho que eles acharam engraçado também lá, eu tentando falar inglês, tá ligado? Porque eu não sei falar nem qual é o nome deles em inglês. Aí da mesma forma que eu acho engraçado, eles achariam engraçado lá também.
Eu vou te perguntar, calma aí, rapidinho. He think when you guys try to speak Portuguese, it's fun. And he say it's the same way when he's try to speak English. You guys maybe think it's fun. So, tenta falar alguma coisa. Try to speak something in English first. Tenta falar alguma coisa em inglês pra gente. O que você sabe de inglês?
What's your name?
Good.
Eu sei também falar How are you?
Muito bom, como vai?
What's up?
Uau!
Só isso, só. Eu aprendi. Sou gangster.
Bom. What do you recommend tourists to do before they come to Brazil?
Antes, estudar um pouquinho português, para não passar vergonha, para mim não rir na tua cara. E é isso. E, também fazer um curso de segurança também.
Yeah. Alguma luta, né?
É uma luta. Krav Maga é bom.
Okay, he suggests to you guys practice the Portuguese. Do not be embarrassed, and he start laughing, to be fun. And also practice some fighting before, like how to protect yourself before coming to Brazil. Do you recommend foreigners live outside?
That is so ghetto.
Yeah.
Practice fighting before you come to Brazil. That's what's gonna scare people off.
I know.
All right, let's keep going.
Tourist area.
É muito difícil de ver, então eu também não recomendaria muito, porque, como eu falei, tem o perigo. Tem as coisas boas, mas também tem um perigo. E normalmente, tipo, tem muita pessoa má que quando vê um turista que não sabe se comunicar direito, quer se aproveitar. Então é melhor ficar mais já onde que tem aquele centro, aquele... Como que fala? Onde tem mais turistas. É.
He say here it's many places good, but also some places is not good, not safe. Have some people they are not kind, not good heart. When they see the tourist, it's possible be problem. So he think it's better to stay in a tourist area. Do you think Brazil is a easy place for foreigners to adapt?
Eu não sei porque eu vivo aqui no Brasil desde quando eu nasci, mas que é difícil viver aqui, é difícil. Então vai se acostumando aí. Se vai vir pra cá, vai viver aqui, se acostuma, que é barra.
Yeah, he say, you guys, it's not that easy. You guys have to be adapted to some things, to live here, get used to live. But he say it's not that easy. Tell me 3 places you recommend foreigners to live.
Fala pra tu, primeiramente Belfor Roxo. Vem pra onde eu sou cria.
Oh boy.
But you see how that looks?
What?
Like for him to think, oh, why are people scared? They shouldn't be scared. And look at what he's doing. Look at his answers. Oh yeah, come. Like, so this guy lives in the favela, and he's saying that's where he recommends people come to his favela. It's not good, man.
Yeah,
I know
Belfor
he's
Roxo
kind of
is
joking.
not exactly, Belfor Roxo area is not exactly most like favela, but it's like a more like pool area of one place in Rio. They are more like low class. The things there, it's like more hard, more difficult, but nothing like, oh my God, it's so dangerous here. No, it's have some favelas, same as other part in Rios, but there it's like more inside Rio. So you see more the culture, more how people's they live, like go work, like they how they survive.
All right. Nando Calrissian. Hello, Brazil, Renato Lopez. Charlotte, North Carolina. It's chilly up there, huh? Gotta be. It's chilly down here. All right, let's keep going.
Easy. Tell me 3 places you recommend foreigners to live.
Fala pra tu, primeiramente Belfor Roxo. Vem pra onde eu sou cria. Aí segundo.
Pode ser fora do
PU, fora do Rio, pode ser fora do PU também é bom, pô, tem um baile, pô, curti um bailezinho, pegou a visão? Agora não, pra ser mais suave, aqui em Maricá, porque o Maricá é um lugar bom.
Muito calmo, muito tranquilo.
Muito calmo, isso.
Yeah, first he say 2 places from the favela. Like Belfor Roxo, it's not exactly like favela. It's just one pool area. And also he say PU, that's the favela area. And he say Maricá. Maricá is really nice place to live, very calm down. what is the best way for them to learn Portuguese?
A melhor maneira que eu acharia, se eu fosse lá para aprender, é escutando músicas, claro, músicas aqui do Brasil. MPB é muito boa, tipo, rapper, eu aconselho porque eu sou rapper também. Tipo, música calma também para pegar muito. E aí, ouve Sidoca, o cara é muito bom para aprender. E
Sidoca
aplicativo também.
É um MC?
É um MC.
Yeah.
E também aplicativo também, conversando também, praticando assim, conversando muito. Tipo, eu estudei pouquinho inglês, então algumas coisas que você tá falando eu tô conseguindo entender ali. Então assim, conversando, interagindo com as pessoas é muito bom.
Yeah, he said, listen some music, some sound like MPB, and listen also MC Sidoca. Search for MC Sidoca. He say he's a happy music also help for you guys to listen. And okay, so music, guys, to learn Portuguese. So what is your happy? Você quer passar alguma coisa, quer divulgar alguma coisa ou não?
Quero. Meu nome de humorista é Lincoln Vasconcelos e quem quiser saber minhas músicas ou qualquer outra coisa minha é DF e meu Instagram, qualquer coisa minha é DF.
Ah, tá. I follow him on Instagram in case you guys want to know about the happy in Brazil.
E outro, calma aí, eu vou divulgar o vídeo, vou editar o vídeo também da minha edição, vou salvar do teu canal e vou postar lá no meu canal.
So he said he's going to save the video from my channel and post in his channel also, and his Instagram, sorry. So, okay, thank you guys. Thank you, obrigada.
Okay. Yeah. So he's a rapper. Interesting. Did you check out any of his stuff?
Huh?
Did you look at his stuff?
If I go inside his page?
Yeah. Did you
No.
check his music? Nothing?
No.
Come on, Renata. You should have come back with the report and said, yeah, he's good or he's okay.
No, I don't check.
All right. I'm going to forward a little bit because we have a few interviews here. I don't need to play them all. I'll play one more, okay?
Play the last girl.
The last girl or the second last girl?
I think the last.
All right, I gotta move this again because I was gonna play. Her, but okay.
Day by day, when you guys try to
not
communicate in
less,
Portuguese,
Danny.
that's the best way to
What?
That's not the last.
It's the end of it, Hannah.
learn the Portuguese. Thank you, guys. Hey, guys. Now I'm here with
Larissa.
18 years old. What do you like about tourists?
Eu acho muito legal, eles vêm visitar o Brasil, eles são muito comunicativos, são bem legais.
She says she thinks it's really cool. You guys come to visit Brazil. You guys very cool also. Very communicative persons. So she's think you guys very cool. What don't you like about tourists?
Acho que alguns são bem arrogantes. Por às vezes não conseguimos nos comunicar com eles, eles querem que a gente seja obrigado a entender o que eles estão falando, querendo se comunicar. Aí uns acabam sendo bem arrogantes.
She says some tourists, they are a little bit arrogant because they think it's our obligation to get known or to know what they try to communicate or talk about. So it's make them arrogant.
So there is a difference between the tourist areas where you're going to get an easier time than when you go into other places. You go to another city, there's not a lot of tourists. You can't expect them or have that kind of those kind of expectations. Like you guys should know how to speak English. In the tourist areas, yeah. You go into a hotel, you go into some of these restaurants, and you kind of have a little bit of an expectation that they could speak some English. because it's a lot of tourists there. But when you go into other places,
Yeah, I understand sometimes it's frustrating for people they don't know how to speak Portuguese. I know sometimes it's frustrating when they try to communicate with some girl or somebody else and they not found the point what they try to say. But some these guys they lost the patience, and they come like arrogant sometimes.
yeah, it can
So
be
that's the
frustrating.
point. What the first and this other girl they try to talk about, they don't like when they come a little bit arrogant because they lost the patience. That's what I think. They try to get the point. They try to talk, communicate, and they
Yeah,
lost the
it's
patience.
especially if you don't speak Portuguese. Be nice, and they'll help you. Be nice. Carry your phone so you can translate, and just be patient with them, and they're trying to be patient with you. All right.
Okay, let me think. Let me check another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count, breathe a little bit, and then back and try again.
Okay.
That's just suggest some advice.
Yeah, just relax,
But
man.
I understand sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you try, oh, what I can do. Doesn't matter if I use the translate or what try because some people they try to use the Google Translate and sometimes the translate it's not exactly what you try to mean.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not what you try to say. It happens many times the translate it's translate completely wrong. So and most of the times not exactly that's what I say. Most of the time I prefer to talk on the phone because when you type to people they read and they interpret what say interpreta in Portuguese.
Interpret.
Yeah, they read and maybe they interpret that you are upset or you are angry, but you're not. You just try to explain something, but the way they read maybe they think you're upset, but you're not upset.
Yeah.
You say something but you type. But when it's in a phone, it's completely different for the same thing what you read because then it's the communication is better.
This is where body language is very important too. Remain calm, remain nice, smile. You don't know if they don't know what you're talking about, it could come across bad, especially if you're frustrated. Say you're looking for a place and you're like, "Oh, I need to find this place." And well, to the other person, they're looking at you like, "What are you yelling at me for?" Like, so just remain calm. Hey, guess who just came in? Mr. El Guapo with the $20 super chat. Thank
Hey,
you, sir. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Renata,
Year's.
Dennis. Yes, yes. I know we're on a strange day
Thank
too.
you. Thank you very much.
Brazil has been going through it with the weather and stuff like that. So that's kind of why we're here now. The last couple of shows, Renata, it rained out. She didn't have power at her house, things like that. So how you doing, man? Happy New Year, man. To you and your beautiful wife and your beautiful child. I hope you guys are all doing great.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Yeah.
and Mr. Price says this honestly shouldn't even be a topic of discussion because that's just absolutely ridiculous that someone from another country comes to Brazil and expects people to speak English. Yes, yes. Just be nice. Be nice. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Feliz Ano. Okay, yes. Yes, everybody say hi. If you
New
want to
Year.
pop in too, let me put up the well, let's finish the video.
Drop the link.
Doris says looking beautiful as always, Tanata. Damn, smoke show. Smoke
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
Put in the link. And there's the link for Hinata. And we'll continue. Here we go.
What do you think when they try to speak Portuguese?
Eu acho bem legal que eles tentam ao máximo falar nossa língua. Às vezes a gente tem algumas gírias que eles não entendem, mas eles tentam fazer de tudo para poder conseguir entender o que a gente está falando.
Você acha, no caso, o que você acha? Você acha que
Eu
eles
acho,
tentam? Você acha legal?
tentam, sim, acho muito legal.
Do you think it's cool when you guys try to doing your best to try to communicate with us in Portuguese? What do you recommend tourists do before they came to Brazil?
Conhecer bem o lugar onde eles vão ficar. Dependendo de qualquer lugar, conhecer bem o lugar.
She say for you guys get know the correct place when you guys are going to stay to Brazil. Do you recommend foreigners live outside the tourist area?
Dependendo do lugar, sim.
She say depends which place you're going to live. Do you think Brazil is a easy place for foreigners to adapt?
Com certeza.
She say for sure. Tell me 3 places you recommend foreigners to live.
Maricá, Saquarema, muito bom. E Niterói,
What the best way for them to learn Portuguese?
na prática.
She say any practice, like you come, just stay here and communicate with people. Okay, guys, thank you. Muito obrigada. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and follow me on Instagram.
Yes. You know, Mr. Price has a very interesting. If you consider how people here in the United States treat people that don't speak English when they come here, yes, you see it all the time. People, oh, speak English. If you come to our country, speak English, and they get upset. Can you imagine that? You would feel like dirt if you went somewhere else and they were like, talking to you like that. Speak German if you come to Germany. Speak this if you come to, it wouldn't feel good. So just remember, when you travel to another country, you are an ambassador for your own country. If you come from the United States, you're representing United States. Don't bring that negative stereotype of Americans to other countries. I hate when I go to other places and they're like, "Where are you from?" And I tell them, and they're like, "Oh, you don't act American." What do you mean? Oh, you're so nice. It's terrible. I hate hearing that. Just be nice. It goes a long way. Here in Washington State, we have state-paid translation services for all foreigners. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Like, so what do you do? Is it a phone thing? How does that work? Doris says, true, you represent your country when you travel, and you represent your race. Yes. Yes. Contanto que vocês observem a cultura e assimilam, vocês serão bom. They give German classes for Americans in Germany. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, anyways, you got your phone. You can do the translations, but don't get upset if people interpret things wrong, or there's always can be miscommunications and cultural differences. Even if you get the words right, it can be received not the way you want to necessarily send it. So just be patient and be calm and be nice, and yeah, you'll be okay.
Yeah, people, they just need to know it's some misunderstand. When you are in the physic talk with, let's say, some girl, then you understand. You can look in a girl face or in somebody face when they are upset, but when it's text messaging, then you possibly being just misunderstand, miscommunication. So
Boa noite, Beatriz.
Boa noite.
Okay, so anyways, any questions for
Yeah,
Renata?
drop the link. Then people maybe they want to give some info about the new year or about what we talk now about the interviews. So
USA sucks compared to Brazil for culture and vibes and women's looks and dating. Well, the USA doesn't suck. You know, it comes down. There's a lot of nice people in the US. The problem is you don't hear about the nice people usually. You hear about all the bad things. It's just like when people complain to a company or at a restaurant, they don't usually tell you to go tell the cook he did an excellent job with your food. You just, if it's bad, then you want to say, yo, tell the cook
yeah,
he sucks. So
then
people
it
complain.
just let me tell you something. I don't tell this girl the answer what they need to say. You know, it's very coincidence. These two girls, the first one and the last one, they use the same thing about it. Um the foreigners when they
About
come.
being arrogant when they don't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very coincidence.
I
They
wonder why they
girls
said that though.
say the same thing. So
I wonder why. I wonder if they actually met any foreigners in real life, or it's just a perception, like what they see on social media and television. If they feel that that's the way it's going to be if they meet foreigners, or if
yeah,
they actually had that experience.
I don't know. I know asking.
See, the perception is important because it's just like everybody here that you could just say, "Oh, America sucks," and why not go live in Brazil? Yeah, there's a lot of nice things in America, but we hear about
Yeah,
the bad things, so you start thinking that everything's bad.
maybe we talk and asking about who's have more patience, Brazilians or Americans or 50 and 50. I don't know. Yes, but it's very coincidence. These two girls say the same things.
This is a weird question. I'll read it just because I don't. I heard in Brazil, if a girl likes you, she expects you to try to kiss her on the dance floor within a few minutes, or she thinks you're gay.
What?
If you meet a guy,
I don't understand.
I'm gonna explain it. If a girl likes you, if you say you're somewhere and you meet a guy and she likes you, she expects you to try to kiss her like within a few minutes, like right away, or she kind of thinks, oh, this guy must be gay. He's not trying to touch me, he's not trying to kiss me, he's not trying to do something. Is that
No,
yeah.
no. Because many guys they respect. It's not only about just grab and kiss or just kiss. You know, some meetings it can get like days before you kiss the girl. So it's not something like that.
I think it's like everywhere else. Some places you go to, it depends where you are and it depends who you're with. Some girls are about it, just like some guys are about it, and some people want to slow things down. I mean, you can't just put every girl in a box and say this Brazilian girls. No, there's all kind of different attitudes and flavors and
I prefer guys like that. I prefer guys when I meet the guys, you know, get to know each other before the first kiss or the first moment to be together. You know, we just
yeah.
talking, get to know first to before kiss. Not like the same day that you met.
Okay. Charlene, let's welcome him to the room.
Hey,
Welcome, Charlene, the 4'6" gringo.
how you doing?
I'm watching the UFC pay-per-view, but I'm good.
Who's fighting? Who's the headliner?
Duplessis and Sean Strickland
Yeah, I don't
for
know.
the middleweight title.
Okay. Dude, Doris says, Me Too movement doesn't exist in Brazil. Does the Me Too movement exist in Brazil, Renata? I think it's starting. Do you know what
I
the Me
don't,
Too movement is?
I don't understand.
Me Too movement is like a feminist type of movement. It's where guys started saying, "Hey, this happened to me. These guys do this to me," and other women say, "Me too, me too." It's just a whole kind of feminist movement. Is that happening in Brazil where women are standing up and fighting against machismo and
Yes,
equal
yes.
rights? And it's starting there. It's not like the United States,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I have some. It's a little bit. It's not many, but have some groups with women talking about it. They
Mhm.
talk about the history. They talk about a lot of things, what's happened, and they tired for some things. Yes.
Okay, well, we're getting into it. He says feminism is a bad American and European cancer. Uh, whoa. In Latin America, machismo is a thing because obviously women like it. Women love it, he says. Do women love machismo? Machismo. Machismo. Anata, you want to? Maybe we should change the subject. I don't know, man. I've never heard a woman say, "Yeah, I love machismo." I always, anytime I see the word machismo, it's women saying, "If you're about the machismo, swipe left or don't talk to me or I'm not trying to do that." That's every time I see the word machismo, it's a complaint. So I don't know about that, Doris. Men wouldn't be machismo in Colombia and Brazil if women didn't love it. Men only do things that women want, like drive flashy cars or whatever. Right?
1 minute.
Go ahead. Mute your mic. Yes. Why would men act like that if women didn't like it? Well, I think there was a time where it was kind of considered cool and to be a man's man and all that kind of stuff, but the pendulum swung too far that way, and now it's kind of swinging back, and people are saying no, enough for that. So, I mean, I think women like manly men, but you can't take it so far, man, because they're doing some craziness now. And the women's movement is gone crazy too. So the pendulum has swung all the way back to the other side. So it's they're getting a fight now, and that's the whole passport bros movement and all the different movements that are going on. This is what happens. So, anyways, any other questions, comments? I mean, we're coming to that time. I know it's Saturday night. People want to go do what they're going to do. I'm freezing. Ooh, it's cold.
Ooh, it's hot.
You want to switch? You want to switch? Would you prefer there or here?
It have some moments I prefer there.
Well, it's cold right now. Would you think you would want to be here in the cold?
Oh boy. I mean, that's Brazil. Like when we are in the summer, people they wish, rain, little bit of cold. So, and then when we are in the wind, when it's wind or rain, then people's complain. They
Yeah.
want the weather to be good to go out. But when the sun is very hot, nobody go outside. People wait to the end of the day to the suns go low, go down to go out and doing what they have to do, resolve what they have to resolve out in the street because it's cook. That's what I say. Outside, it's one sun every day for each person.
Yes. Oh, I heard this saying. How do I say it again? Uh, sol para cada pessoa.
Sol para cada pessoa.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, because I told you that before.
Yeah, but I remembered it.
When you go outside, you be sure it's one sun for each
But
person.
I remembered it. Aren't you impressed?
Yes, so
Jeez. And I didn't remember it because I memorized it. I remembered it because I translated it in my head, and it worked. Okay. Anyways, a couple questions here. Do you think you would buy a condo in Brazil? And what's stopping you from living in Brazil most of the year? Just asking. I am I'm on my journey. Like right now, I'm gonna go to Brazil soon in the next couple of months. I'm gonna spend the maximum time I can, 3 months, work my 90-day stay or whatever. It's not a visa. Any news with the visa, by the way? Anybody?
April 10th is when you got to have the travel visa. So as long as you travel there before April 10th, you're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for 3 months. I'm going to check out some other parts of Brazil that aren't tourist areas, maybe even go into the interior and just kind of get that vibe because I've been there 3 times. Each time I went for 2 months. But I still I want to go and feel like I can communicate with people, I can move around and be good. So I'm going more and more, longer and longer, until it gets to that point where I really feel like, hey, maybe I should get a spot here. Maybe it's time. And I don't know where in Brazil I want to go. Because to say I want to live in Brazil, it's like saying I want to live in America. Well, America is a big place. Like where in America? And it's a big place with different subcultures within. So you really got to know where you want to be. I mean, not everywhere in Brazil is the same. Not all the people are the same in every place. So before you decide to just jump up and go live in a place, you need to kind of figure out where exactly you want to be.
right.
Hey, Bruna, what's up? Bruna says, Ame alive. She loved the life. Aqui acolá demais.
No, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, where she's at now, I forgot the place where she's at. Bruna, de onde que você é mesmo? Eu esqueci. Qual lugar? You see, there she's also feel very warm.
Yeah. Well, all of Brazil is boiling, no?
Yeah. Bruna, e como é que tá as chuvas aí, dia de chuva? Quando cai a chuva, tá inundando tudo? Alagando? Yeah, I asked Bruna where she's live any days when it's rain because the heat, the humidity. So how it's the days when it's rain? If
She's
the
in
place,
Sao Paulo. I remember that. I know that.
if
but-
the place it's get completely full, like
Flood?
I have one friend. She's lost everything inside the house. Now she's live with the mother for her baby. Like
Wow.
not her mother, but the father side of the baby. You understand? So
Yes.
she's moved out from her house because she's lost the refrigerator, the sofa, everything is under the water.
Wow. Yeah, it's rough, man. The weather, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Summer rains, it's the ones even worse. When the rain it's very hot for whole weekend, and then when the rain came, oh my God! Make sure you need to boat. You need a boat to go outside.
Wow. Yeah, global warming, man. 3 months is the maximum now. Yes, when you go to Brazil, you get 90 days, and then I know before you could kind of leave and come back, but I don't know what's going to happen with this whole visa thing.
You
Not
know,
sure
you can also
exactly
renew
how-
for another 3 months on top of that, right?
So you can come to Brazil for 3 months, and then when your 3 months is up, you can go do you have to leave the country and come back, or can you go to the embassy or whatever and get an extension
I believe you can go to the Distro Federal and renew, or just get the
without
extension
having to leave? Right? You just have to
without
pay
having
some
to
money.
leave. Right, but the maximum is 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got 3 months, and you have to go request another 3 months, or stay. You're staying for another 3 months, and then once that's up, you have to leave.
Okay. Brazil is making a big mistake with the visa. So after April 10th, you will need a visa to visit Brazil. Yeah, but you know what? They said October, and then they said January, and then now they're saying April. They keep pushing it. So who knows? Maybe they'll let it go. That's going to cost them a lot of money. I think that's why they pushed it back now, because they didn't want to affect the tourism for Carnival. Sorry. Right, Renata? You think so?
Yes, I think the same.
Yeah. Estou no Brasil já, Marcus aqui. I'm in Brazil already. It's here. Can you guys talk more about the visa? Well, what do you want to know? And the laws. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world to get a visa, unless there's restrictions. Does the visa have restrictions? Like, are they asking you to go? I know. I remember having to go to Barbados once. I had a show there. I had to go to Barbados, and I had to go to the police station and get my federal whatever showing that I had no criminal record, and I had to bring pictures, and it was just, it sucked. It's not like that for Brazil, is it? Are there requirements? Carlinho, any thoughts? Or is Charlie?
Yeah, now what I know, the last information that I get, it's the visa now. It's like digital. You don't need to go nowhere. You can do everything. Just send a picture. Just send the evidence about your bank and the pictures, the info that they need.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Doris, but it's $80. You could do it online. It's a 10-year visa, I believe. So
10 years.
it's a bit of an inconvenience, but you do it once and then you don't have to worry about it for 10 years.
Yeah, one friend mine, he say he's got the visa for 10 years, and he sent the passport picture. He sent his the amount they asking for also, because they want to make sure you have enough money to be safety, in case something's happen.
Yeah.
So, and he say he sent his account. Yeah, everything, just picture he sent. And he said it's digital.
Okay. Well, do you need a visa to stay longer than 90 days? If they implement the visa thing, April
You're gonna need a visa
10th,
regardless
you're gonna need a visa.
after April 10th.
So right now you don't. If you're in Brazil right now and you want to renew right now, you don't need it. But you're going to need it after April 10th, if they go ahead with all of this. Yes, plan it out responsibly. If you renew Green Beans says, if you renew the visa for another 3 months after the initial 90 days, you have to wait 1 year before you can come back again. Oh,
I think that doesn't sound right.
if you renew the visa.
So I thought it was
If
always
you
6
renew-
months.
Well, it's 6 months maximum within a year. So it makes sense that you would have to wait at least another 6 months. I don't know about a whole year, but I don't know. I don't plan to be in Brazil for 6 months. I just 3 months max. Come back, come back home for 3 months, and then maybe go back for 3 months. My original plan was to go to Brazil back and forth. 2 months here, 2 months there, 2 months here, 2 months there. You can stay up to 6 months in a calendar year. So yeah, that makes sense. So if you're in
And then
Brazil
after
for
that,
6 months, you have to wait for the next year for you to go back.
I thought you had to wait 6 months.
Well, that makes sense. If you go to Brazil from January to June, then you got to wait till the next January before you can go again, because it's
Right, that would be
within a
6 months.
calendar year. Yeah, that sounds very reasonable. Okay.
Well, I think it's not. I mean, you have a limit like 3 months to stay maximum, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're going back, it's going to zero. You understand? You can come and stay for whole month, for 1 month, and then you go, and then you come back. If you want to stay for 2 or 3 months, you can stay, and then you back, and then you come back. It stay more and more, right? But not up the 3 months. Not no matter how many times you going back, but you need to go. You understand? You need to back home, and then you need to come back, and then it starts to count again. You understand? But maximum you will stay, it's 3 months. If you want another 3 months, then you need to go there and reply asking for this more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what I say. Not the matter for whole year if you're going back once in a month.
No, as long as you don't pass the 6 month period that you're there in the country. So if you went 1 month in America, 1 month in US, 1 month in America, 1 month, you could do that forever, because you're only going to stay in Brazil for 6 months, half the year.
Yeah, I say because my ex before, he's come every month in a year. For 1 year and a half, his go is stay 1 week, and then he's come back, stay 3-4 weeks, and then he's go again, stay 1 week, 5 days, and then he's come back.
Wow,
Stay
that guy's got
3-4
money to burn. Like,
He's
that
doing
sounds-
this for 1 year and a half, for 1 year and a half every month. He's going back
Wow, that sounds crazy to me.
every
problem-
month. Yeah.
Green Bean says the problem with the digital visa is Americans are charged way less to get 10 years, while Brazilians are charged $185 US. The US needs to fix that so they are in line with reciprocity. Yeah, this is why the Brazilians made this visa in the first place, because it's kind of not fair. Like, if you just think about what's fair and what's not, America can go. Americans, Canadians, people from the UK, they could pretty much go anywhere, and not really have a hard time. Getting visas is easier. Some places you don't need visas; it's pretty easy. But to get into those countries, it's because it's popular countries, and they have problems because everybody wants to live in those countries. So it's more about supply and demand, right? So they make it very difficult. And if there's more demand to get into that country, they're going to make it even harder. So yeah, I see why Brazil said, well, no. Thailand did the same thing. They shortened your ability to, before you were able to stay 90 days. Now they shortened it to 45 days. They cut it in half because it's not easy for people from Thailand to go to America. So they do want reciprocity. Let's welcome Doors to the room. Doors, how are you, sir?
Hey, good. Sorry, I have a little bit of background noise, but I just want to say hi and say I appreciate all your stuff. I can't wait to go to Brazil soon, man. I don't, as long as the visa thing can be worked around, then it seems reasonable, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What is there any part of that you kind of feel like, what the hell?
no, I mean, I totally understand like what the gentleman said about reciprocity. Like, that sounds totally legitimate. Like, you know what I mean? You want to make it just as equally for Brazilians to come visit the U.S., you know? That all makes sense to me. As long as it's clear about the process and it's clear and fair, you know, that's okay with me. I know sometimes these systems can be abused and you have to pay people off and stuff like that, and that's when I don't like it. You know what I mean? When you have to pay an agency to like get it done because if you actually go through the government, it won't work. That type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
No,
before they
I've never.
extended it, that's what they were doing. They were farming it to a third party somewhere in Europe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it usually goes. Oh,
But
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
the amount of time you could stay. I mean, even as a Canadian, when I used to come to America just to visit when I was younger, you can come. I mean, America and Canada, they have the biggest secured border in the world. So as a
Yep.
Canadian, you could just drive to the US. You don't need a visa. You don't need anything like that. And you could stay in the US for 6 months, up to 6 months. But it's only up to 6 months out of the year. So it's still a limit.
Yep. Yeah, that's like their NAFTA agreement or whatever because they're such good trade partners and they have such little crime that happens
Yeah,
or whatever.
even before that went down. But yeah, even before that, it's always
Just
been.
like, oh,
Yeah, go
sorry to
ahead.
interrupt.
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
go
nothing. I was just going to say, just like there's special agreements between the U.S. and Mexico because so many Mexicans have to come to the U.S. for work or for travel or they bring across, you know, manufactured goods and stuff.
Yeah,
They just have to have good relations, you know.
yeah.
That's why it's so stupid when people talk about closing down the border, you know, because so many goods are manufactured there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's tons of
Produce.
American companies there's people that drive to Mexico to go to work, and the other way
Exactly.
around. So
Yep. Every
it's a
day.
weird thing.
Like they'll go to San Diego, they'll drive to San Diego for work
Yeah,
or wherever, Texas.
yeah. I think the main problem right now is not the people that are actually not the Mexican coming in, but it's all the other countries that
Yep.
from South America, Central America coming up through Mexico.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
they make it sound like it's Mexicans. I mean, it's
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Central Americans and the South Americans coming through Panama and stuff. And I've talked to a lot of people about that because it's a big business at the end of the day. It's a big business about how you arrange a price to come and everything. And it's way more of a business than people realize. Like if you've ever talked to someone that's come into the country illegally, there's a whole process and game involved in it. It's very interesting, actually.
I'm sure.
A lot of people aren't aware of it, but you know, people want to come for a better life. It is what it is. You know, you can't blame them.
No, you can't. You can't. That's why they say that it would be cheaper for America to just kind of help out some of these other countries and try to help them get their stuff together. That's what they used to do. But I don't know if that's meddling or I don't know. But it is what it is, man. Politics, I hate it. I don't like hearing about it anymore. I'm tired. I want to go sit on the beach with a caipirinha and just chill, man. That's it. Lowering the cost for Brazilians to come to the U.S. would be beneficial. Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of the reciprocity agreement would be beneficial.
Getting rid of it?
Yeah.
Explain. They don't. There is no right now. They want to basically get the same thing. Whatever we give you, you give us. That's what Brazil
exactly. So drop the visa requirements.
Yeah. Okay.
So we don't have to go through this, and they don't have to go through this.
Yeah,
All
but the
they want to
problem
do
is
is go to.
America ain't gonna drop nothing. That's the problem.
I know that, but I'm just saying it should be ideal
Yeah,
because all Brazilians want to do is go to Disneyland. That's it.
Maybe also it's not like that, because we don't know what happens in in the back.
the
You understand?
politics. Yeah,
Let's say if have some peoples want to come to Brazil and live here and they don't exactly have the condition, but they want to live here because the little what they have, you know. Let's say it's somebody's, some people's they work in the internet today. They and they found it. Brazil, it's more cheap to me to live there, stay there, the condition. I love Brazil, the weather, temperature, peoples. So I just moved to there. But they don't exactly have the conditions. Let's say, let's say Brazil now, they need to have health insurance in Brazil to live here or something like that. They need to prove they have like physically, condition to survive here or not doing something wrong, or going to the government and need help for something. Same when we go there in the United States. That's what they try to prevent. Not mean want to be equal, the same, but it's about protection. You understand?
yeah,
Think about your safe. It's not about doing the same what the American doing for Brazilians, but try to protect to make
it's
sure.
different. Like Green Bean says, the real is worth less, so it's gonna cost more for them. And for Brazilians to come to America, you got to pretty much be well off, like wealthy. You can't be like average or below average. You're not gonna you have to save for years and years and years to be able to take a trip to America.
Yep.
So that's
Plus,
just
they may not pass. I've heard they may not pass the interview because it would make sense for someone who's doesn't make a lot of money. Why wouldn't you want to stay in the U.S. and make a lot more money?
yeah.
Even if you can work under the table. And I'm not blaming them. Like, who doesn't want to make their life better? But that's what they're afraid of.
That's the main thing. They want to see that you're gonna be able to go home. That's at the end of the day. That's it. It's like if you come to this country, you're gonna go home. That's why right now they're saying, okay, if you want to go to Brazil, we want to make sure you have enough money in your bank account that you could buy your flight home. We want to make sure you have something to go back to, and that's
Yep.
the requirement going from Brazil to the US. Do you have a job in Brazil? Do you have a home in Brazil? You have all your family in Brazil? Like what is there motivation for you to leave and not come back? These are the things that they look at.
And it also makes sense too for Brazilians to want to have high caliber Americans or Westerners or whoever to come who are going to spend money in the Brazilian economy and make Brazil better. You know what I mean? Because Brazil doesn't want people to come that aren't going to spend money at the end of the day, right? Because it's business,
Or get trapped, because that happens. Every once in a while when I'm traveling somewhere, I see like an American guy and it's like, what happened? Oh, I came down and I got robbed and I didn't have money to get home, and they're like living on the streets, and it's like, wow, like
Because if you don't have an identification, you can't exactly just go to an embassy, right? You still need to have all the paperwork, right? Can the embassy help you if you don't have any paperwork?
the
That'd be
embassy will
interesting.
the embassy will ultimately help you. So these people aren't trying to, they're just living on the street, and I guess they just feel
Yeah.
it's better to live on the street in Brazil than live on the street in America. I don't know.
Or maybe also they're on the down low and they can't go to the embassy because they have warrants or they have an issue with the law,
That's
so
it.
they got to keep a low profile. Because
That
there's a
too.
lot of expats and travelers that are they're not legit. Sorry to say, but you know what I mean.
I often wonder, some of the Americans I've met on my travels. I often wonder what they're actually doing here. What are they actually? Because what do you do for work? How are you in here for the last 2 years? You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes it's like that. They're just doing some other kind of stuff, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean it makes so much sense to me. Like I was just talking to my friend who's Nigerian American, and he's been to Brazil, and he was just telling me about. I just showed him what I paid for rent, and he's like, "Wow, you could live in Brazil for like 3 or 4 months with that." You know what I mean? And it's like, what kind of quality of life do you get here? You know what I mean? Like if you have a source of income, it all depends on your situation. You know what I mean? And your money, but it's just I don't know. It's like, why would you want to live in a cold, rainy city like where I live in Seattle and spend, 3 to 1 if you can make the same amount of money and be in Brazil? You know what I mean?
Well,
And follow the rules and the laws and whatever.
well, that's the dream, and that's what a lot of people from COVID hit. A lot of people have that dream and are trying to maneuver so they could do it. And I think America is kind of catching on now and saying, no, we want people back to work, physically
Yep.
back to work. We want, because the dollars are flying out of the country with the people.
Yep.
People work
Yep.
for companies here, get paid, and they're spending it in other countries. It's a loss for America. So they're going to start. They are tightening up what's going on. They're trying to tighten it up and prevent what's been happening. But I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to live and move around and do whatever I want to do and not have to worry about having to be physically here. I'll be here for 6 months out of the year, but I want to definitely be gone for 6 months out of the year at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because I want to buy a house, and like number one on my house is Texas. I was thinking about Florida, where you're at, but the problem that concerns me about Florida is all the issues people are running into with finding homeowners insurance. You know what I mean? Because they've all pulled out, and you have to go through, what is it, like that 1 or 2 companies that state subsidized
Oh, the prices have gone up, man.
for homeowners insurance.
Every insurance. Like
Yep.
my car insurance keeps going up every year. Like because the insurance companies, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody's out to make money, but with the weather and the things happening here, homes are getting destroyed. Places that weren't flood zones before are getting flooded. Look at like Brazil, Renata. With the weather, with the global warming and the weather getting worse and worse, it's gonna be harder and harder for people to get insurance for houses, for people to, like, where are you going to live if your house got flooded now? It's going to get flooded again, so you need to move. You know what I mean? The weather's only going to get worse, and then over the next years the water's going to be higher. So if you have a house that has been flooded, it doesn't make sense to buy furniture, clean it up, and move your furniture back in there. It's gonna happen.
Well, it's good that I live in a higher.
Yeah,
Elevation. Your neighborhood.
he lives on the
It's
side
higher
of the
But
elevation.
the only thing
That's
is,
good.
I don't know if to live in a higher can fall down.
Yeah. See, that's the other
Like a
thing.
No, I
landslide.
don't want.
Yeah.
I wish never. No, God, please stop. I mean, but it's that's the thing when it's a lot of rain. It's many times it happens in a lot of places in Brazil. Everything just fall apart, just going down when you live up in a high. So
Wow,
I was thinking about it. If you get your, oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I was thinking about it, Dennis. You could, like, a good setup someone could have is they could have a house here and like an Airbnb too, and they're just using their house. They're making all sorts of money, whatever, for 6 months out of the year. And then the 6 months off season, you go to Latin America or somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe you sublet, maybe you have rooms rented out, or maybe you don't need to do that or don't want to do that, whatever. But there's so many different arrangements you can have, if you strategize and plan accordingly. You know what I mean? If you do the work, put the work in, like you got to put in the hard work, to have the foundation and do it, but I just think that I don't know, there just seems like a lot of options. And I talked to my friend he was in Brazil for like 6 months. He had the time of his life. He's telling me he's a Nigerian American, but he told me all about it. And I told him about this channel and stuff, and he's checked it out. But he just told me how friendly people are and just how far the US dollar goes. And it, like, he went to Rio, but he also went to, I don't know if I pronounced it right, Sao Paulo. and
Sao
he had a
Paulo.
blast. Yeah, he had a blast in both. And he told me in Sao Paulo he was staying somewhere for as cheap as like $400 a month. And he said the locals were telling him that they only paid like $200 a month US. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it depends where you live, and if you can get if you're going to be there for a while, it definitely, and you can get a long-term lease, because when you're paying week to week or whatever, like if you go on vacation, you're paying hotel prices. But even
Yep.
hotel prices are cheap. But
Yep.
it's, yeah, getting a month to month anywhere in the world, almost just about, you can get it for so much cheaper than America.
Are the Airbnb and hotel prices all going to be the worst in Brazil during Carnival, or Carnival? Or is that when they jack everything up?
They jack it up. If you're anywhere close to where those places are going to be. You go to a tourist area, it's going to be more expensive. It's a high season and carnival. Yeah, it's going to be up.
Have you been to a Carnival? You or the Gringo? I'm sure Hinata has, but have you or the Gringo been to one?
No, I don't. That's not my jam. I don't mind being in Brazil around carnival time, but I don't want to go to carnival.
Have you, Gringo, been to it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Do you recommend it, Hinata? Because I saw your video a year ago when you went in February, and it looked so cool. You were like dancing in the street and partying and stuff.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know, sorry. Carnival is really cool time in Brazil. This month it's already really good to come and enjoy when we don't even are in Carnival, because here it's have many practice parade. The people start to be hit before the Carnival, so it's a lot of blocks out in the streets. Also, the Sambódromo, every Saturday, Sunday night have the parade there. You can go inside for free and see how the practice for the carnival they do, how it's going. It's good also January time here. You can enjoy many blocks of the carnival out in the streets. I sent for a couple of friends, yesterday, today, some people's last week they contact me, they asking where's the carnival blocks, where the party they can go for enjoy now this month, and I already sent to them the date, the address, when it's privacy area, because in Lapa have many small blocks. And in downtown Rio, you wake up, let's say 7 in the morning to 12. It's a party, carnival
That's
party
dope.
in downtown. 7 in the morning. In Lapa also, but in Lapa have some privacy places. And the privacy places, when have these small blocks for the carnival, you need to pay to go inside. But the ones out in the street, you can follow, just text the Uber, go into the address and enjoy, before the carnival starts.
Yeah, if you like all that jumping around and partying on the street and drinking and all that, it's going to be the best time ever. That time of
Yeah,
year, the
it's
beaches
not.
are
It's
packed,
nothing.
all the parties are packed.
Yeah, it's nothing only because it's for foreigners peoples. The price is up. No, it's because it's season. Like
Summertime,
holiday. Like the
holiday.
kids. Yeah, in Brazil, any kids they not in school. The kids they
Oh.
off from school in the middle of December, and they only come back in Fevereiro, in the beginning of
February.
Fevereiro. So they stay home for more than 1 month. So a lot of family inside Brazil, they traveling in that time. So the prices usually, let's say, people live there, let's say in Barra da Tijuca or in São Paulo, they come to this side. Of course, the price for rental the house is not the same as before what they usually they rental because the carnival, so they make the double the price.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Sean or Shawnee Price, Shawnee or Sean? They the Brazilian authorities don't want you to end up like that dumbass American that ended up getting murked about a month ago. Not sure if you heard. Are you talking about in Brazil? I don't know. That sounds like a Colombia thing, but
How would you say is like a first? Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Like it. If you're a first timer in Brazil, like I'm gonna be, how much homework do you have to do to like keep yourself safe? Like, because I've heard that like in many countries in the world, but particularly Brazil, that you have to be on your guard because like someone will come up on a motorcycle and they'll take your phone or they'll rob you, and that you basically can't fight back. You basically have to give them the shit because bad things will happen. Like, have you ever had close calls with that, like getting robbed? And how careful do you have to be of where you go? Like, do you really have to think a lot ahead of time of what neighborhood you're going to go and what time you're going to go there and who you're going to go with? Like, do you have to do a lot of research or shit'll happen? Or because I don't want to just be in the tourist areas is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to just be in the really nice tourist neighborhoods with the foreigners. I really kind of want to get my feet dirty and kind of really want to experience Brazil and the place I'm at, I don't want to just be at the resort type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to know. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, don't carry expensive stuff. Carry a phone that it's gonna be okay. Don't carry a bunch of money, and just be careful. And as far as going to other places, just make sure you're going with somebody that knows. Like, you're not walking into areas by yourself. Like, if you meet somebody, you meet a friend, you meet girls, you meet guys, you have some local friends and they want to take you to a place. If you're comfortable with them and you know that they're going to make sure you're good, then you'll be okay. That's my recommendation. I've been to a couple of other places. I know some DJs out in Rio and Sao Paulo, and I went to areas that looked a little bit sketchy, but I was with them. And that's their neighborhood. That's their area. So I felt comfortable, no problem. I didn't have that issue. Renata, maybe she can, like, she lives there, so maybe you want to address this.
Yes, not because you live outside of Brazil that it's going to be dangerous for you. Everybody get chance to be robbed, especially in the carnival time or in some concert anytime of the year in Brazil. Let's say New Year, or some popular event. Everybody get like a risk because it's a lot of people's there. We never know. So for we also Brazilian peoples, it's a little bit dangerous in the carnival. So you need to be careful with your personal things like your phone, money, like usually just put inside your clothes, just protects when you are there, enjoy. A lot of people, they put in a back pocket, and then when they see it's already going. So make sure everything's safe. It's not because you are foreigner that something's going to be happening. Yep. Hello? I answer correct?
Yeah, thank you very much. I just, you hear all sorts of stories, you know what I mean? And obviously you want to do what you can to like
Yes.
keep yourself safe. I'm not someone that gets really drunk. I don't do drugs, and I don't like do prostitution and stuff. And I feel like a lot of that stuff is involved around like people that get really drunk and say stupid things and then stuff happens, you know what I mean? But I know sometimes things can pop off anywhere, you know what I mean? And I've heard that Brazil, it's like any country. It has its good name. It has, anything can happen. So just like in the U.S. where I'm at, it can happen any neighborhood. But there's some neighborhoods where it's a lot more likely than somewhere else. You know what I mean?
That's it exactly. You just gotta, just like when you're at home. I know the city you live in. I'm sure there's areas, you gotta just watch yourself.
Yeah, and if you park your car in a certain neighborhood, a crackhead will break into it, or that type of stuff.
Let me read some of these. They don't. Read that one already. There's a video about it. Yeah. Okay. I was told if you're a foreigner in Rio, you do not want to be out past 10 by yourself if you can. The person who told me lived in a favela in Rio that is not open as not as open as Vidigal. Yeah, I don't really know anybody that I know there are foreigners that go and stay in a favela. There's actually nice favelas that you could stay. It was very cheap.
Yeah, a lot of guys, they don't know the place where they rental Airbnb, and even some peoples, they let them know. Sometimes when the place is very cheap, something like that, it's really nice. Let's say one place with 5 bedrooms, you and your friends going to rental for very cheap price. Yeah, some of these places that are inside the favela. So they get a chance, they go there, they enjoy, nothing happens to them. But it also depends which favela where you are inside. Of course, not all the favela you just going to rental Airbnb. You need to make sure the one where you're going to stay, it's like Pacific. It's okay, So
Yeah. Green Bean says money belt from Amazon. I use that and I have used it a while in Brazil, in Rio, sorry. Did not use the money belt in south of Brazil as it was much safer there. Yeah, I bought a money belt too. I'd use that. I'd go to the beach and stuff.
Is it true you always want to pay? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Is it true that when you travel, you always want to pay in like local currency? You don't want to have US dollars? Because someone told me that in like. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I know it's a stupid question. It was a dumb question, but
it's not a stupid question. I mean, are you talking about Brazil or are you talking in general?
Well, this was regarding Colombia, but someone said in Colombia, always make sure you have local currency because if people see you have US dollar or see you at the ATM or stuff, that's one way you can encourage yourself to get robbed. That was one thing they said. And they also said you always get better deals on stuff, like if you pay in local currency and stuff. I don't know if that's true.
Well, you always want
I know it's a dumb question.
You always want to have local currency. You don't want to you don't want to stand out.
Yep.
That's the one thing, because there's predators out there. There's people that watch, right? So you don't want to stand out. And when you're walking around with US dollars and you don't be one of those guys. You're just putting a target on your back.
Where's the best place to get money exchanged? In like Rio or a place?
The cambios. There's cambios on almost every block. They're all over the place. You go in there. It's money exchange places. They're called cambios down there, and you can negotiate the price. What I used to do was there's usually there'll be two beside each other over here, and then there'll be one on the next block and one on the next block. I usually go to at least 2 places, sometimes 3 places, and I'll just go in and you tell them what you're trying to exchange. They give you a rate. You say, "Come on, man, give me a better deal," and then you say, "Okay, I'll be back." And then you go to another place and you say, "Well, this place is giving me this," and then maybe they give you a better rate, and then you just do it like that. And the one thing I can suggest is, if you go, bring $100 bills, new $100 bills, because
the green ones, yeah,
the ones with the blue stripe,
yeah, with the security, yeah, those are sexy.
They get you get a better rate of exchange with the new bills. It's weird, but because a dollar is a dollar, right? No, if you have big denominations, so hundreds, 50s as well, but hundreds are better. And it's the new bills, you'll get a better rate when you exchange. So they'll say to you, "Well, how much do you want to exchange?" And you say this much, and they'll ask you, "Well, is it hundreds?" And you say, "Yeah, it's brand new hundreds." and you'll get a better rate.
That's such good information. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. BDTV says exchange it. BDLTV, exchange it before you go. No, you're definitely not going to get a better rate if you exchange it at home in America. You're going to get the crappiest rate, and if you change it at the airport, it's also going to be a crappy rate. Best thing to do is your local cambio. Definitely.
What's Brazil's version of Amazon, or do you ever buy stuff Amazon in the US and have it shipped there, or do you just use the local Brazilian version of e-com, like the Brazilian e-com giant or whatever?
They have Amazon in Brazil.
But do you have to pay like outrageous shipping fees, or do they have a lot of local fulfillment centers?
Renata? Well, they have Amazon in Brazil, so when you buy something in Brazil, it's coming from Brazil, right?
Oh yeah. They have Amazon.br or whatever their top upper level domain is.
I don't know.
It's their Amazon.
I don't know if they have Amazon in Brazil.
I thought they.
I know I think so, because they buy in Amazon in Brazil.
The thing about buying in Brazil is any electronics are going to be double the price.
That's what okay, that sucks.
And it's because they have an electronics tax. That's
oh my gosh.
It's 100%. Like it's actually 97% tax. So
wow, and I bitch about 10%. I said, and I bitch about the 10% sales tax here in Washington, and it's 100% there.
No, it's electronics. They don't want you buying outside. Bring what you need as far as electronics, because if you have to buy something there, oh my god, like it's crazy. You know, we think an iPhone is expensive here, and
in Brazil, cell phones, not a matter iPhone, Android, it's expensive anyway.
It's expensive. Computers, TVs, any electronics, very expensive. And they make so much less money than us that you can imagine when they lose a phone, that's why these people want to rob your phone, because they're gonna get paid. So,
yeah, and I've seen a lot of these women or the scammers. I don't know if they're really women or whatever, but a lot of these guys that are stupid enough to send these women phones.
How much is costing this TV there? Let's say in the United States.
I don't know the TV.
Like my TV. Let's see.
It could be you can go on Thanksgiving and get like a TV that looks like about that size, probably for $200, $300, $400, $500. It depends what kind of TV it is. But then
like in Brazil, it's cost like 3,000.
Yeah, it depends what kind of TV. Like that's like saying how much is a car? Well, depends on the car. So I don't know, but
I could show you prices from America here from Walmart, but you can get like a 65-inch or 75-inch TV here for like on sale for like $300.
Yeah, the TVs are pretty cheap now.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying, like, and I know when they have those Thanksgiving sales, it's like, whoa, okay, $200, I can get a pretty, nice TV. But if you go to Brazil now, or if you try to carry electronics there, and they think that you're gonna sell it or you're bringing electronics in, then they'll just charge you the tax, which is you're paying for it again.
One of the scams they have is I've talked to girls on a language learning app I use, and I think it happens to anyone, but the girls will tell you they lost their phone, and then they'll ask you to send them money to buy a new phone, and some of these guys will do it. They'll send them enough for like a $600 phone, and it's like, bro, like, do you think someone that's making $300 or $400 a month or whatever it is can afford a $600 phone? Like, but it's just kind of funny that guys do that. They'll send these girls all sorts of money, and they'll send them laptops or phones in the mail or whatever. It's just funny.
It's the game. It's the game. Welcome to it. I'm in Rio now, but I'm leaving Monday morning next week. Oh, green beans, you're in Brazil. Nice.
Lucky.
Uh,
Don't leave.
credit card without international fees has been my best friend since I've been here. Yeah.
The PayPal credit card, like with Zoom XOOM, that type of one, because they advertise that. The PayPal Mastercard. I've seen some of those.
Okay, that's actually been a massive hustle in Southeast Asian countries. Yeah, the phone. They got multiple sims on rotation. Yeah, it's the game, man. It's the game. It's the game.
Yeah, it's like a 70-year-old dude, and he's talking to a 19 or 20-year-old, and he thinks the girl loves him just for him. And it's like all of us men need to be aware of ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, who wants
Yes,
us, who doesn't? You know what I
thank
mean?
thank goodness for the internet. It's exposed a lot of what's going on. Some people will never learn, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So, anyways, Hinata, I know it's getting late. I guess we should shut down soon. Does anybody else have? Oh my gosh, we're almost 2.5 hours already. Anybody have?
Thanks for letting me join your podcast. I had
Yeah,
fun.
no problem,
Thanks.
Doris.
Yeah,
Pleasure
it's been a
as
pleasure.
usual. All right, man.
Thank you, Hinata.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah. Any other questions, comments, anything else? Anybody else want to say? Ask now because we're gonna shut it down. No, I use my Bank of America Travel Rewards card. Travel Rewards card, huh? I don't. I usually have cash, or I'll go to the bank machine like every couple of weeks and just take out money. Damn, that's long. Wow, good shit. We need to hear from you about your experiences, good and bad experiences. How long have you been there, Green Beans? Okay, Anata, what's up, man? I know everybody's talking. I know you're not understanding some of the things. Anything you want to say or talk about?
Yeah, some things, it's a little bit fast to understand, but I pick up most of the things, so I'm
Okay.
okay. Yes.
Can I ask a question to you, Hinata?
Yes.
What to a native to a native Portuguese speaker? What does English sound like? Does it sound like a pretty language when a foreigner from America comes and speaks in English? How does it sound to you, to your ears, to Brazilians, Portuguese? Does it sound pleasant or nice?
No, it's not sounds fun. It sounds cute. It's same when the baby try to talk, start to talk. Because they think it's cute, it's nice.
Wait.
They
Are
are
you saying when how English sounds or how Portuguese sounds to them?
how when the foreigner they
When
try
they
to
try to when they
speak.
try to speak Portuguese, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's cute, man. They like it.
Yeah, it's cute. You see, even the guys, the answer, they say it's cute, it's fun. Even the guys say that.
Yeah.
But how does English sound like an American who's speaking English? To your ears, does it sound nice? Does English language sound pretty to you, or does it sound like? How does it sound? Is it a nice, pleasant language?
Well, it sounds like I feel good. I not speak very good English, very good, not the best,
Well, think about when you didn't speak any English. When you hear
I
English,
know that's what I say. You know, in the beginning, and everybody they think it's awesome. It's fantastic. It's nice to speak. You know, especially the English language when it's come from the movie, everything. You know, when they not have the subtitles, when they
sometimes,
don't have the translate yet. You know, when they see it, it seems like they see something fantastic, amazing. They wish, they want speaking, you know, and understand.
yeah, yeah, we're cool, man. That's how we're marketed. It's just we're it's good marketing on the how does the UK English sound? Does that sound different to you?
To me.
Like to you, Hanata? I
I
did like there's American English and then there's UK English. Most people that want to learn English want to learn American English. They don't want to learn English from London, from the UK. So I'm asking you, does that sound
Well, yeah, sometimes I talk with people I don't really like not understand the English. Sometimes it's hard for me, difficult to understand. You know, some of the guys they have a lot of accent for other place when they talk. You know, some they are for Africa, some they are for other part in the United States. Some guys they come with some gírias, like in Brazil we call gírias. Let's say people's from Rio, we talk in one way, and from São Paulo they talk in the other way, different accents. So it's a little bit hard, difficult to understand the English sometimes because some guys they talk like the hip hop way, you know, like this and that, and they make short everything. And it's okay, let me try to follow, you know, and let me try to understand. And they say, and now, you know what I learned in the internet, in the Instagram? Because many the time when I talk with people, I say, when I don't understand, I say, what? And they say, what? To say people's what, it's rude. It's rude. It's not good. You're supposed to be say excuse me or
pardon
pa-
me?
something like partner, like
Pardon?
her partner. Yeah.
Pardon, yeah.
They say like in the internet they say you never
Odora.
say when you don't understand what they say, you never say what because you don't understand. And this I'm doing a lot. Even in life, you guys never told me about it. When
Because
I
it's
don't
not
understand, I say, what?
it's not really rude. Like maybe if you're in certain circles that would be rude. Like, what are you saying? What? But if we're talking right now and I don't understand, I say, what did you say? Like it's not rude.
Yeah, I saw one teacher on Instagram. He say never when you don't understand,
Yeah,
never say what.
I think that's more formal.
Yeah,
But
he
if
say rude.
yeah, it's more of a formal thing. If you're talking to people talking to friends, saying what, that you'll be okay.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's why sometimes it's good when people they try to teach you and tell you what's the correct thing. I
Hmm.
like when that's what I say. I like when people they correct me, you know, and then I learn, you know. Like but some guys, let's say some foreign peoples, they step or they just hit some peoples by accident when they walking. They say com licença. Com
Yes,
licença, it's excuse me. You don't want to say excuse me when you hit people. You want to say I'm sorry. In Brazil you
excuse.
want to say I'm sorry. It's like desculpa.
Hmm.
And a lot of guys they say com licença when they hit, when they step in people's, they say com licença, but that's not correct. The correct say it's desculpa, like sorry.
Yeah, I don't really.
Is it true? Is it true in Brazil they have a lot of slang? I have a friend who's Brazilian, and he said in Brazil they have a lot of slang words. Like they use a lot of slang. I don't know if that's true.
What does that mean?
slang, sayings, phrases. Yeah, they do. Just like America, and it depends where you are. If you're in the favela, they have their own little things that they say. It's things that you say that don't translate. Like if you translate them, it's like what? That's slang. Just like Americans, you what's up, son? And they have their own little things, and it's not English. It's something else. That's you guys have the same things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that. Wealth Building Journey says, Desculpa, I apologize. Com licença, desculpa. And excuse me.
Excuse me, com licença. Sorry, it's desculpa.
Lo siento. Perdón.
Perdão,
Perdoar.
perdão. Also posso use perdão.
Are Brazilian people pretty friendly when like when you say hi? Can you just walk up to a stranger in Brazil and say hi? Or for the most part, like are they outgoing and colorful and stuff? Like you can just say, "Hey, what's up?" Or does it all depend on like the neighborhood? Like in some neighborhoods, do you just not want to talk to people?
Yes, it's no problem. That's normal. You can say hi. You possibly try to communicate, talk.
What I see is it's going to be like in America. If you go to New York, it's harder to talk to people, but if you go to smaller towns, it's easier. I think it's like that in Brazil, but it's way more friendly than here. Like you can stop somebody on the street and they'll stop and they give you the time of the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing that's the most attractive to me is friendly people.
Where is mine? Where's my lunch? I joke.
I'll get you. It's from a fast food place here. I think you've probably been to Wendy's, have you? I only eat the classiest food.
Wendy's.
Have you ever been to Wendy's, the fast food place?
Renata, Wendy's.
Sorry.
There's a burger place called Wendy's in America. Have you ever been there? Wendy's.
Wendy's. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, they have a bunch of Brazilian places here in Seattle. There's a ton of Brazilians here. They call that. They even have a Facebook group. I think they call it. What do you call yourselves? Brasileiro? I don't know how you say it. Brasileiro.
Brasileiro.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of Brazilians in Seattle. They have a strong community here.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, guys, it's been great. It's getting late, and thank you for joining us on a Saturday night. I mean, I didn't think we'd have anybody here, but that's cool. I hopefully will still be back here on Monday if the weather holds up and Hinata can get back out there and shoot some more. But you know how the weather's been, man. Kind of crazy. I hope it's nicer when I get down there because I know I'm going to have to do some videos and I don't want to go through this. Right, Hinata?
Yes, I want to say thank you to everybody being here tonight and enjoy the live with us in this Saturday night. Hope you guys enjoy this video, get some good small info about now what Brazilian people they think about you guys foreigners, like the tourists. So yeah, see you in the next live.
Yes, that was a good video. I like the interview questions this week. I like where it was coming from. It wasn't tourists and it wasn't from a tourist area. So just to kind of see what people really think when we speak Portuguese or when we don't speak Portuguese, and the things that they think, true or not, what they see Americans or tourists, what they think of tourists. So what annoys them about us and what they love about us. It's good to hear about that from people that aren't from the tourist areas, because a lot of us, me included, want to go outside of the tourist areas and see other places. So it's good to know the truth on these things. So thank you, Renata. Great work. And yeah, Charlene, closing, anything you want to say?
Just thanks for having this. I wish it was on a Sunday instead of tonight. So my attention's kind of on the UFC pay-per-view, but it's all good.
All right, Doris, last words?
I just want to say thank you for letting me join your StreamYard. That's super cool that you guys allow people to come in. That's a really cool. You guys are great.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you, Hinata. Thank you, Dennis, for all your work.
All right. Charlie, peace. Yes, good advice. Everybody stay warm, except for Hinata. Stay a little bit cooler because you don't have that problem that we're having. And take us out. Guys, good night. I'm shutting you out. Peace. Hinata.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Good rest. Sleep in. Tomorrow it's another day. See you in the next live. Many kisses. Thank you for everything. Bye.